Hello everyone, my name is Padushree and I'm going to give my presentation on e-teaching of physical science using technology in teaching learning process, which is under the pedagogy of physical science. Now, as a science, teaching is such a complex, dynamic profession that it is difficult for a teacher to stay up to date. For a teacher to grow professionally and become better as a teacher of science, a special, continuous effort is required. When educational technology, tools such as computers, data collections, analysis software, digital microscopes, hypermedia, multimedia, student response systems, etc., used appropriately and effectively in science classrooms, then students actively engage in their knowledge constructions and improve their thinking and problem solving skills. What is e-teaching? If we ask like that, then we can say that electronic teaching involves computational systems that communicate and cooperate with learners at many levels. These systems might use the World Wide Web or educational technology and asynchronous learning environments to provide lectures outside the classroom. A learning system based on formalized teaching but with the help of electronic resources is known as e-learning. While teaching can be based in or out of the classrooms, the use of computers and the internet forms the major component of e-learning. E-learning can also be termed as a network-enabled transfer of skills and knowledge, and the delivery of education is made to a large number of recipients at the same or different times. Definition wise, according to Wikipedia, e-learning promotes the use of electronic media, educational technology, and information and communication technologies to facilitate the learning and all around the educations. The evolution of e-teaching and smart classes, I believe, has championed the CCE initiative in many ways. According to National Science Teachers Associations, e-learning as the effective learning process created by combining digitally delivered content with learning support and services. Now, computer technology in education and its effectiveness. As a computer technology is a very important part today's life, this computer technology can be used for visual illustrations, as students can learn more when teachers teach them using visual illustrations. Computer technology can be used in long distance learning, as many students have used computer technologies to learn from anywhere. Computer gadgets like iPads can access internet from anywhere, and they can allow students to attend remote classes also. Computer technologies can be used in real-time educations. This makes learning easy because students can easily interact with those live examples, which simplifies the way they learn. Now, if we say about the e-teaching, so first things which comes in a mind like how teachers use this technology in the classroom. So answers are like administration and monitoring students' performance. It means teachers can use online technology tools and computers to administer and track the performance of their students. Use internet for research purpose and to drive real-time examples to students. Means teacher can use the internet in the classroom to conduct research or specific subjects and derive real-time examples to their students. Create a class website or a blog and post assignment, provide file downloads and arguments on various academic topics. Means teachers can use free content management systems like Google Classroom, .com, wordpress.com, blogger.com, etc., etc. So these things help teacher to communicate with the students. These are some pics of a smart class and the different criteria with which physical science can be taught by the help of e-teaching. There are some benefits of e-teachings, like it improves engagement. When technology is integrated into lessons, students are expected to be more interested in the subjects they are studying. This e-teaching improves knowledge retentions, as students who are engaged and interested in things they are studying are expected to have a better knowledge retentions. Technology can help to encourage active participation in the classroom, which is also a very important factor. Now, e-teaching encourages individual learning, as technology provides great opportunity for the making learning more effective for everyone with different needs. For example, students can learn at their own speed, review difficult concepts, or skip ahead if they need to. What is more, technology can provide more opportunity for struggling or disabled students. So, in this way, e-teaching helps. Next is a student can learn useful life skills through technology by using technology in the classroom. Both teachers and students can develop skills essential for this 21st century time. Technology can help develop many practical skills, including creating presentations, learning to differentiate reliable from unreliable sources, solving complex problems, etc., etc. Benefits for teachers, as with countless online resources, technology can help to improve teaching, as teachers can use different apps or trusted online resources to enhance the traditional ways of teaching and to keep students more engaged. So in this way, e-teaching is very much useful and beneficial. So we look at the benefits of e-teaching. There are some challenges also behind this e-teaching, as there is a lack of professional development. Means teachers feels unprepared to learn and interpret technology in their classroom. There is a lack of training programs to teach these teachers on ways they can use technology to simplify their job, and also it easier for their students to learn better. So teachers faces such type of challenges. Their resistance to change. Using technology in the classroom can be so demanding during the first phase of introductions, because students will always need your help, and this scares many teachers. But in the long run, each students will know what to do, and the work of teachers will be simplified. Now, next is there is a lack of innovations, as using technology tools which is requires a certain degree of creativity. Some people learn easily without any help, and some needs extra efforts. So while others will take a time to understand, and means how to use specific technological tools and integrate that experience towards solving a problem is a big issue. So next is access. Means many schools and teachers have no accesses to technological tools like smart whiteboards, smart classes, and projectors, which can be used in visual illustrations in the classroom. So these are the challenges. So thank you all.